Hello guys, welcome back to the GSMC Hoops and Heels Women's Sports Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. We just got done talking about the Women's College World Series games that happened today and also predicting Game 3 and 4. We're now going to transition to talk about soccer. We're going to talk about the NWSL draft picks and how they're doing. So on January 12th, 56 NCAA women's soccer student athletes were picked in the 2024 National Women's Soccer League draft to advance their careers to the professional level. The NWSL draft consisted of 4 14-player rounds, which was the league's largest draft class yet. The draft featured players from 30 different colleges, 5 of which saw a player drafted for the first time in program history, which is great. Obviously, we're not going to talk about all 56 players. I wish we could, but that's just not, that's a lot of time there. We're just going to talk about the top 10 draft picks and where they're headed to next, or where they're headed right now, I should say, and how they've been doing, how they did, and, all of their successes, or maybe all of them have been successful. So we're going to talk about all of that. Before we start, I wanted to remind you guys to like and follow the show, and to become a part of our show to tip and donate using the link gsmcpodcast.net. This also puts your questions and comments at the top of the list so that I see them and they get read on the air. And of course, it really does help the show. I'm so sorry, I just blanked out on what the link was, and it's right in front of me. And once again, the link is gsmcpodcast.net. We really do appreciate all your guys' support. So now that we got that out of the way, it is time to talk about all of these amazing soccer players. Okay, so the number 1 pick was North Carolina's forward Ally Sentnor. UNC Chapel Hill had the most players drafted in the NWSL with a total of 6 players. That's huge. That is a huge accomplishment for the school. Sentnor signed a 3-year contract with the club in February 2024. She made her debut as a starter in the season opener against the Chicago Red Stars on March 16th. The next week, she scored her first professional goal, taken from the corner of the penalty box off a long dribble, and a 2-1 home win over the North Carolina Courage on March 22nd. Since then, she has played a total of 11 games and scored a total of 2 goals and had 2 assists. Also, in 2022, Sentnor competed at the international level in the U20 FIFA Women's World Cup, where she scored 1 goal in 3 matches. She truly is, it makes sense. It makes very much sense why she is the number 1 draft pick. She has so much skill, and she's so speedy, and she has already accomplished so much, being this is her first year. I don't know, she's just so impressive. I can't. Anyway, we're now going to move on to the second pick from North Carolina, again, now playing for the Bay FC, which is Savvy King. Her full name is Savannah, but she goes by Savvy. King was the starting center back for North Carolina in 2023. Head coach Anson Dorrance called her performance in the team's scoreless season opener at Penn State the, quote, best first game performance by a freshman in program history. In the first 3 weeks of the season, she received 2 Atlantic Coast Conference Defensive Player of the Week awards, as North Carolina conceded only 2 goals in the first 6 matches. Also, in 2022, she played in the U17 FIFA Women's World Cup. King made her debut as the starting left back in the Bay FC's first game ever against Angel City FC on March 17th. She's been pretty strong so far. The number 3 player was Croy Bethune, playing for the Washington Spirit. She played 3 seasons at the University of Southern California, but ended up missing her freshman season due to an ACL tear. Bethune transferred to the University of Georgia for the 2023 season, though she tore her ACL again for the 3rd time while still at USC finishing her undergraduate degree. She led Georgia to the first season postseason title in program history at the 2023 SEC tournament and was named the tournament's most valuable player. She signed a 3-year contract with a 1-year option with the Spirit. She scored her first professional goal late in stoppage time to beat Bay FC 2-1 on March 23rd. The following month, she scored in consecutive wins against the Houston Dash on April 12th and NJ/NY Gotham FC on April 20th. For her performance, she was named the NWSL Rookie of the Month for March. And then on May 2nd, she assisted 3 times in a 4-2 win over the Chicago Red Stars, becoming the youngest NWSL player to record that many assists in 1 match. She broke the rookie season assist record with her 7th assist on May 10th, and later that month led the league in assist with 8. I feel like she recovered from her ACL injury and then just took off right from there. I feel like she just I don't know, she just like really impressed everybody with how much assists and scores she's had. Okay, now we have the fourth pick, who was Brecca Mozingo for the Utah Royals. She played for BYU, who had the second most players drafted in the NWSL at a total of 5 players. At BYU, Mozingo appeared in 92 games, scoring 36 goals and 37 assists. In the 2023 season, Mozingo was one of the nation's leaders in total points with 14 goals and 15 assists. Mozingo signed her first professional contract with the Utah Royals through 2025 with an option for 2026. Mozingo made her professional debut on March 16, 2024 in a 0-2 loss to the Chicago Red Stars. Number 5 in the draft was Hal Hirschfeld from Clemson University, now playing for the Washington Spirit. Hirschfeld played 5 seasons as a defensive midfielder for the Clemson Tigers from 2019 to 2023, earning third-time All-ACC honors as a sophomore, second-team All-ACC as a junior and senior, and first-team All-ACC as a graduate student. In her last year at Clemson, she led the Tigers to the semifinals of the 2023 NCAA tournament and was named to the All-Tournament team. For the Washington Spirit, she made her debut as a starter in the season opener against Seattle Reign FC on March 17th. The next week, she scored her first professional goal to equalize in a 2-1 home win over Bay FC on March 23rd. She equalized again in a 3-1 comeback win against the Houston Dash on April 12th. Number 6 in the draft was Ryland Turner from UCLA, who now plays for the Racing Louisville. She finished her collegiate career ranking 5th at all time at UCLA in goals, game-winning goals, and multi-goals, and 6th in total points. In 2021, she became the first college athlete to sign a name, image, and likeness deal with the sportswear company Nike. As a senior in 2023, Turner became the first player in UCLA program history to win the Pac-12 Forward of the Year award. At the professional level, Turner has played in a total of 10 matches and scored 2 goals and had 2 assists for Racing Louisville. From Penn State University, Kate Wiesner was the number 7 draft pick in the NWSL for the Washington Spirit. Penn State University also tied at second with BYU with 5 total players drafted this year in the NWSL. In 2022, Wiesner, I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Wiesner led the Big Ten Conference with 11 assists and scored 2 goals, including the game winner in the semifinals of the 2022 Big Ten tournament, which Penn State won. She was the team's co-captain and part of their conference best defense in her final season in 2023, so she has always had that great leadership skills. She made her first debut as a starter in the Spirit season opener against the Seattle Reign on March 17th. The number 8 draft pick was Maya Doms from Stanford University. I talked about her a couple of times in my shows when I talk about NWSL games because she always just happens to pop up. She helped her team win the 2019 NCAA College Cup. From 2019 to 2023, Doms played in 100 games, starting 84 of them, tallying 33 goals and 20 assists. As a 5th-year senior and team captain, Doms was a first-team All-American, All-Region, and All-Pac-12 pick, recording 12 goals and 6 assists while leading Stanford to the 2023 Women's College Cup final. Now on the Bay FC, she scored her first goal during a preseason match against San Diego Wave at the 2024 Coachella Valley Invitational. Doms made her professional debut on May 1st, coming on in the 76th minute as a substitute in Bay FC's game against the Portland Thorns. The number 9 draft pick was Ally Lemos from UCLA. She is playing for Orlando Pride, and we've talked about this a bunch of other times. Orlando Pride... Wow, I am so sorry, I keep stuttering. Orlando Pride is ranked 1st right now and has a winning streak of 5 games. They're doing absolutely phenomenal. I recommend watching their games if you have a chance. As a freshman, Lemo started all 25 games, registered a conference-leading 9 assists, and also scored 1 goal at UCLA. She was named to the Pac-12 All-Freshman team as well as the NCAA College Cup All-Tournament team as UCLA won the 2022 National Championship, the second program in history. As a sophomore, she started all 19 games, leading all outfield players in minutes. She scored 2 games and 2 assists as UCLA won the Pac-12 regular season title. Lemos ended the year with first-team All-Pac-12 honors, and then for the Atlanta Pride, at the time of her selection, she became the 4th youngest player drafted in the NWSL, which is so insane, and she doesn't play like she is younger, if that makes sense. But she doesn't appear young on the field. She appears like a professional that has been on the field for years. Like, that is what she literally plays like. She is just so naturally gifted and so naturally athletic that she can just, I don't know, she just looks like she was meant to be on that team. Can't explain it. Lastly, the number 10 draft pick was Lilani Nesbeth from Florida State University. She won the 2 NCAA championships with Florida State and was twice named to the All-ACC second team. She has played a total of 7 matches with the Chicago Red Stars and has scored 1 goal. She has been very dominant on the field. She has not gotten much mention of her name, honestly. I feel like people don't talk about her as much. But she has been doing really, really well, especially when she does get that media attention. But she has been really impressing me, especially. She's someone who, I feel like when you don't hear someone's name and then they really go out on the field and they really do amazing, you just are 10 times more impressed. And she's definitely been doing that for sure. Okay, so we're now going to move on to the next segment where we talk about Gabby Douglas withdrawing from a spot at the Olympics and the teams that are qualified to compete in women's soccer at the Olympic Games. Before we get into that, we are going to be taking a short break, so I will see you guys very soon.